Rust is the Alec Baldwin movie, Western movie that I'm sure you already know, but if in case you don't, I'm not going to go into the whole story, but basically, tragedy struck on the set of this movie. Alec Baldwin ended up killing somebody accidentally, not intentionally, and it was a lot of negligence. Not just that, with other things going on in the set that led to that. It was a very terrible situation. But this movie was supposed to come out, I believe, in 2022. It was shot in 2021, but then it got into all these legal problems. So here we are, like 3 years later, and it's finally out. It did play in some theaters where it bombed, and now you can watch it on digital. So I wasn't, unfortunately, despite it being in theaters, it wasn't playing any theaters near me per se. So I just opted to pay the $7 to rent it, which was the right decision, because I think I probably would have fallen asleep from this movie. Maybe it's because I just finished watching Once Upon a Time in the West, which is such a unique, fresh, very different Western movie. And then I immediately jumped into this. It just was so generic. It has certain flavors of itself, but it does overall feel like a very traditional, generic Western with not really much else to it. The direction here isn't great. I will note the cinematographers did a really good job. And I'm not just saying that because one of them passed away, unfortunately, during the making of this movie. But I'm saying that because their work is actually good. There's several shots in this movie that were quite beautiful. And really, that's what you want in a film like this. You do want the scenery to be at least very beautiful, natural sunlight, natural just land and things like that. Beautiful landscapes of horses, all kinds of stuff. But overall, it was just a very slow-moving, not very interesting Western that I don't really feel like engaged me in any real way. It wasn't like an unwatchable movie. I think if someone was like, I really love Westerns, and I don't really mind if it's a little bit generic, go ahead. I think this movie is not devoid of merit to where, I would object anybody do that. But overall, this is not a great movie. It's fine, but yeah, it's like one of those movies, you hear the backstory and you're like, whoa! And then when you watch the movie, you're like, oh, there's a movie still going on? I joke a little bit, but it is not the most interesting movie. So, let me know your thoughts on Rust. Are you going to check this one out? Probably not. So, yeah.